In this video, I'm going to show you how to add a document post type. So using my content zones, you want to make sure this is toggled on so that it's green. I'm going to hover over the post section and I'm going to hit plus post, and I'm going to hit the document post type. You can actually add documents to other types of posts, but the document post type is formatted specifically for documents. So I really suggest using it. The title of a document post should be the title of your document. So for instance, if you are adding a form, you may want it to start with the form number or the actual title. It just depends on what you're adding. For this particular one, I'm adding a press advisory, so I'm going to call it press advisory on backpack giveaway. I don't have a subtitle. I don't have to add the section that this document appears, because if I actually do scroll down to the section I was at on the communications department, it is already checked. So that is the benefit of using the content zones button to create a post. Most of your documents probably won't have any content associated with them as far as actual text. You can enter some if you'd like, maybe talking about what you want them to do with the document, but for this particular example I'm going to leave that blank. So I'm going to go down below and I am going to go to the File Attachments tab, and you want to make sure you select that, and then I am going to browse my computer for that advisory, and I'm going to open it and I'm going to upload it. Now once it's uploaded, you are given a message that says this attachment will be hidden unless a description is added to the box above. And what this is telling you to do is, since the title is actually the title of the document, in this box we want to explain to the visitor what they're doing with this information. So you want to use an action-oriented description like download press release, download document, download plan. So it's really obvious what the visitor has to do in order to get that document. So I'm going to say download advisory. If you don't add something right here as a title for the document, it actually won't appear on the post. So you really want to make sure you add that information there. The next thing you want to do, depending on what your document is you may need to go to the calendar dates tab, and this might not make sense to you because calendar dates is used to put information on our online calendar. Well, besides this calendar dates area, there's this field up above called post date, and this is the date that's going to be on the document post. It's going to appear on the post. So for this particular example, it's okay that it has today's date because that's the day I'm entering it. But you may have a document that was created maybe 6 months ago, and it's a good idea to add the date that the document was created to your post. That way the visitor or yourself knows how recently updated that document is, especially for ISO forms. So if you do need to post date it, a previous date or something in the future, you can definitely do so, and you would do so here. Again, I'm going to leave it alone. Leaving it blank will automatically add the date and time that I published this document. The next tab that you may need to use is the contact button, and this is really a handy thing, especially if it's a document where visitors may need to contact someone about, or and it's not even visitors, it could be other staff members, for instance. So, in a press advisory case, I probably want it to be Gabe Ross, because if someone has an issue, they're, especially a member of the press, they're going to be contacting him for a quote or find out information. So, since Gabe has a district profile set up on the website, I can search for him in this contact field by just typing his name, and all the Gabes actually come up. So I'm going to select Gabe Ross, and then when I publish this, his contact information is actually going to appear as the contact on this particular document. Okay, so I have all those pieces of information in there. I'm not going to publish yet. I'm going to go down to the very bottom and I'm going to hit save so I can see a draft version of this particular post. Again, this is something I suggest you do for each post you add. Just make sure it looks right. And you'll see that it has the orange background because it is a draft. You may want to turn off your content zones right now because sometimes it's hard to see what the post looks like when you have all these different buttons appearing. So I'm going to turn that off for a second. And you'll see that for the document post type, it actually says document. And then again, today's date is visible. And those pieces of information are added automatically. And then because we added a title to the attachment, it tells me exactly what I need to do in order to download that information. So that looks great. So now I need to go back and I need to hit the notepad icon in the upper right hand corner and hit edit this post, and then go down to the very bottom and hit the publishing options and select published and save to publish it live on the website.